The Enneagram is a growth and assessment tool, or a map, if you will, of the 9 different ways that each of us can view the world. The Enneagram can help us see the motivations that drive our actions and discover why we do what we do. As we study the Enneagram type that captures us best, and while we also seek God in prayer and through Scripture, we can learn so much about ourselves and how we interact with others and how we can grow closer to God. Hello, I'm Mark Eaton. I'm a pastor and an accredited Enneagram trainer and coach. Let's learn a little more about the Enneagram 5s, the Investigators. The Enneagram 5, or as they are often referred to, the Investigators, are a part of the triad of personalities that operate out of their heads or their thoughts as their center. 5s are driven by a need to perceive and work hard to accumulate knowledge so that they can better understand the world that God made. To try and understand why things work the way they do, 5s plant themselves on the side, not in the middle of the action, so that they can watch what's going on around them. Words often used to describe a 5 are cerebral, perceptive, innovative, and independent. They are often characterized as analysts and visionaries. When a 5 is stressed, especially when they are trying to meet new expectations or obligations head-on, it can seem like they over-prepare because they hate being blindsided. They may become reclusive, secretive, and anxious. Others might see them as being insecure or even having low energy. However, a 5 doesn't need to fall into this space. They can work toward cultivating an open mind and letting go of the notion that they have to be an expert on every subject. They can relax when they begin to trust that they are enough and that God's got their back. 5s can be used by God in the world when they share the wisdom that they've gleaned from all their careful observations, while staying open and vulnerable enough to show that sometimes they don't have the answer, and that's okay. 5s remind others to stop and take time to observe the world around us, because there are treasures everywhere we seek if we just take a second to look. This excerpt from the October 6th entry of Jesus Calling might help a 5 to remember that they can trust God to show them the way forward on their spiritual journey and that they're safe with Him. Be willing to follow wherever I lead. Though you don't know what lies ahead, I know, and that's enough. Some of my richest blessings are just around the bend, out of sight, but nonetheless very real. To receive these gifts, you must walk by faith and not by sight. God, thank you for my curious mind that helps me see this wonderful and complex world that you've made. Help me to remember the words in 2 Corinthians chapter 5 that sometimes I may be hard-pressed, but I'll never be crushed because with you, I'm always safe. Remind me that I have enough right now with who I am and with what I have, and that as I move forward, you are walking beside me every step of the way.